Set in 1982 in Antarctica, the story begins by showing three researchers who detect a strange signal from beneath the ice layer. When they are positioned right above the signal, suddenly an earthquake occurs, causing the ice to crack and making them fall into a hole. Switching to a woman named Kate, who is a paleontology expert, a science that studies ancient life through fossils. On that day, Kate is visited by her friend Adam, who comes along with a scientist named Dr. Sander. He explains that 2 days ago, his colleague, a geologist in Antarctica, discovered something beneath the ice layer, and if Kate agrees, Dr. Sander wants to recruit her as one of the experts who will study the discovery.
Je dois en savoir un petit peu plus sur ce qu'il me faudra examiner.
Une structure.
Une structure.
Et un spécimen.
At first, Kate refuses because she still has responsibilities with her current job. However, after Dr. Sander tempts her with free lunch and a viral cafe voucher with no spending limit, Kate finally agrees to join them. Led by Carter, the helicopter pilot, Kate and the others immediately head to Antarctica right away.
Faites votre approche par l'ouest.
Upon arriving at the location, Kate is immediately taken into a snow vehicle toward the site. The discovery is located in the crevice we saw in the opening scene. Kate and the others go inside and meet the expedition leader named Edward, who then takes them to see something they never could have imagined before. And here is the thing they meant: a gigantic ship. A massive alien vessel that has been buried there for who knows how long. But the real surprise is that not far from the ship, the researchers have also found the frozen body of an alien creature buried in the ice. Not wasting time, they immediately cut and transport the block of ice containing the alien creature. At the camp that serves as the main base, the researchers and other team members begin measuring the length and thickness of the ice, which will later be melted. Dr. Sander then says that he wants to take a sample first, with the intention of examining it before the rest.
Vous croyez que c'est judicieux?
Oui, je...
Kate initially objects to the idea, assuming it would be extremely dangerous and highly risky to study something they know nothing about, especially since this is a creature clearly not from Earth. However, Dr. Sander ignores Kate's warning and proceeds to take a sample from the creature anyway. After the sample is taken, Dr. Sander pulls Kate aside to tell her that next time she should never oppose any of his orders, especially in front of all the team members. Not only could it undermine his dignity and credibility, but it would also affect discipline and respect within the group. Therefore, if Kate still wants to remain here, she has no other choice but to follow every command of His Majesty Sander. Long story short, night falls and everything turns dark. Everyone is gathered in one room, drinking alcohol and celebrating their success in discovering something that could change the way humanity views the universe. Meanwhile, one of the team members named Derek, who has just finished using the bathroom, casually checks on the block of alien ice. And right when he is calmly and quietly staring at it, suddenly... Boom! Yep, that idiot suddenly startles him from behind, and not long after his friend leaves... Derek quickly informs everyone, and at first they think he's joking, but Dr. Sander and the whole team are truly shocked once they discover that the creature is still alive. And now they are all in big trouble, because this is no ordinary situation. Dr. Sander divides the team into 3 groups to search for the creature throughout the station. Thinking they're just looking for a boar or some ordinary animal, they are far too naive to realize that this creature is nothing like anything they've ever encountered before. And yes, One team member named Hendrik is suddenly dragged under a platform. His colleague Olaf immediately alerts the others. Tragically, Hendrik's life cannot be saved. He is eaten alive by the creature. With no other choice, they are forced to burn it. After the tension subsides, Olaf, who was splashed by the creature's blood, goes into shock and is immediately examined. Meanwhile, Kate and the team prepare to conduct a thorough examination of the creature's burned body and its internal organs. And they are all shocked when they find Hendrik's body completely intact, perfectly whole and looking fresh. Dr. Sander theorizes that the creature might have absorbed all the fluids from his body, until Kate discovers a metal support from a broken bone in Hendrik's arm. That's when another disturbing question arises.
Qu'est-ce que c'est que ça?
After being confirmed, Hendrik indeed once had an accident about a year ago and had to have a metal support placed in his arm. But the strange thing is, how could the metal piece be removed while Hendrik's arm is still completely intact? Could the metal have somehow come out on its own without damaging the skin tissue of his arm? Now this is where things get really strange, guys. How could such a thing happen? Curious about this strange phenomenon, Kate immediately examines Hendrik's blood sample and discovers something shocking. The creature's cells were devouring Hendrik's cells and replacing them with new ones, effectively recreating him. From this, they conclude that the alien creature can imitate or copy anything and anyone it contaminates. The next morning, when Olaf is about to be taken to the hospital, Kate becomes suspicious. What if Olaf has been contaminated by the alien blood that splashed on him last night? She can't accuse him without proof, of course, and with no solid evidence, Kate can only hope that everything will turn out fine. Just as Olaf is already inside the helicopter, Kate is seen washing her face in the public restroom and finds 4 small metal dental fillings. Realizing what that means, she immediately runs outside to warn Carter, but yes, it turns out Olaf wasn't the one infected. Instead, another team member who had direct physical contact with the creature was the real host. Their body splits open and sprouts tentacles, causing the helicopter to crash behind the mountain. Unaware of what just happened, Sander tells everyone to leave the camp immediately. But Kate quickly steps in and insists that no one should go anywhere, because there's a chance that one of them might already be the alien that has replicated itself. Hearing this, Sander and the others don't believe her, so Kate immediately shows them the evidence, the dental fillings she found. Even then, Xander and his crew ignore the warning and still insist on leaving the place.
Vous ne pouvez pas partir. Vous ne savez pas à quoi on a affaire.
Moments after everyone leaves to pack their things, one researcher named July voices her suspicion about a certain team member who's been acting strangely. To make sure no one can escape, Kate and July head to the room where the vehicle keys are kept. And just as Kate is grabbing the keys, suddenly... Yes, it turns out July herself is the alien. She transforms into a hideous creature with no clear shape, forcing Kate to run quickly into another room right as another doctor steps out of his quarters. While the alien is absorbing the doctor's body fluids, Lars suddenly appears armed with a flamethrower. Without hesitation, he unleashes the fire, causing the creature to burst into flames. In the night, Kate and the others burn the bodies of everyone who has been contaminated, hoping to stop any further infection. At the same time, Xander and his group all look toward Kate. And finally, they believe everything she said.
Ça peut être n'importe qui.
With the chilling fact that the creature can copy anyone and hide within them, they must test everyone's blood to ensure the alien isn't among them. Besides that, no one is allowed to leave the camp until it's completely safe. As a precaution, Kate and Lars also disable all the vehicles at the site.
Y a pas d'autres engins?
Verdict.
After disabling all the vehicles, Kate is called over by Lars, who wants to tell her about a stash of grenades hidden in the camp, just in case they might come in handy later. Soon Carter and Derek appear, surprisingly still alive after surviving the helicopter crash. Unable to trust them immediately, Kate and the team take Carter and Derek into the storage room and instruct them to stay there until their blood tests are completed. Adam is still busy examining everyone's blood samples, but when he steps out for just 2 minutes to get some fresh air, the lab suddenly catches fire, including the blood samples and all the equipment inside. With the realization that there's no other way to identify the imposter among them, Kate remembers a type of metal that the creature cannot replicate. She instructs everyone to gather so they can test this method. Most adults have cavities due to bad eating habits. In the West, such cavities are usually filled with metal, which makes it easy for Kate to identify who the imposter is, because the alien cannot replicate metal fillings.
Regardez. Bon.
From this examination, 4 people are confirmed to still be human and safe: Peder, Jonas, Lars and Kate herself. The others, Dr. Sander, Edward, Adam and Colin, claim to have dental fillings made of porcelain, leaving it uncertain whether they are truly safe or already infected. Kate then remembers Adam and Derek, who are still locked in the storage room. She instructs Jonas and Lars to bring them over to determine whether they are still human or not. However, when Lars and Jonas arrive at the storage room, Adam and Derek are already gone, having escaped through the damaged wooden floor. And then, Lars is suddenly pulled into the darkness by something, his fate unknown. Jonas immediately rushes back to the camp to report what he has just witnessed and... Yes, the sound of breaking glass comes from behind. They rush to investigate and find Adam and Derek, who somehow now have Lars's flamethrower. Edward keeps provoking Peder to burn them, and feeling threatened, Derek fires several shots, instantly killing Peder on the spot. As a result of the gunfire, the flamethrower's gas tank leaks, causing an explosion that throws Edward across the room, leaving him unconscious. In the billiard room, Colin and Jonas carry the still unconscious Edward until finally...
Mettez-le sur le canapé.
Yes. It turns out Edward has already been contaminated. A piece of his hand, now transformed into the alien, enters Jonas's mouth. Meanwhile, Edward's body convulses, sprouting long alien tentacles that lash out at Adam and Derek, who are standing nearby. Not only that, the alien also attacks Adam's body, transforming him into a terrifying form, and manages to escape from the room. Since panic and chaos ensue, Kate grabs the flamethrower and immediately burns Jonas and Derek, who are already helpless and beyond saving. Only Kate and Carter remain, along with Dr. Sander, who is hiding in another room. Instead of avoiding the threat, Dr. Sander is confronted by the alien, and... Shortly after Kate and Carter hear Dr. Sanders' screams, they are confronted by a detached piece of the alien that was about to attack. Fortunately, Carter reacts quickly and manages to trap the limb. They then head to the room where Dr. Sander is located. Kate goes to the left room while Carter goes to the right. Just moments after they split up, the alien confronts Carter and attacks him directly, and then Carter immediately runs into another room and hides inside. Armed only with a kitchen knife, sharp or not, he isn't sure. He can only stay silent and still behind a shelf, waiting, until finally yes! Kate appears from behind and immediately sets the alien on fire, forcing it to break through the wall and flee from the camp. Soon after, Dr. Sander appears driving a snowmobile toward the alien ship, with Kate and Carter immediately giving chase. During the pursuit, Kate asks about Lars's condition and how Carter and Derek managed to seize the flamethrower. The character wearing a gold earring in his left ear admits that he didn't kill Lars. He only knocked him unconscious and locked him in the storage room. Arriving at the location of the ship buried beneath the ice, Kate and Carter walk directly above it, and suddenly yes! The ship activates, causing Kate to fall inside. She gets up and walks to the other side of the vessel, where she discovers a holographic control system operating the ship. And then, the alien Sander suddenly appears from behind, chasing Kate into a crevice. The grenade he's carrying falls and is out of reach. Just as the alien grows tired, Kate quickly grabs the grenade, but seizing the opportunity, Kate pulls the pin and throws the grenade straight into the alien's mouth. Just as Carter arrives, looking around frantically, unsure of what's happening. Once outside, Carter urges Kate to head to another camp not far from their current location. But as soon as they're in the vehicle, Kate's face falls in disappointment. The gold earring the character usually wears is gone. This means the person they see now is actually the alien that has replicated him. Without hesitation, Kate immediately sets it on fire. Kate then heads to another camp, leaving this nightmare behind. Meanwhile, Lars, who is still locked in the storage room, finally regains consciousness just as a helicopter arrives the next morning. Shortly after Lars confirms the pilot is not an alien, a dog suddenly emerges from the camp and runs toward the outside world. Believing it to be contaminated, Lars quickly gives chase and ends the dog's life. The end. A truly thrilling conclusion. The lesson from this film is that curiosity can kill you. It can turn your life upside down in an instant, yet your life won't feel complete until your curiosity is satisfied. Remember, don't go to Antarctica unless you're ready to face aliens that love to replicate themselves. I am Jack on behalf of the board of directors. Thank you and see you in the next video. Adios.